Cool.
All right. Live after the original technical difficulties. We're just going to move over to StreamYard here. But Deep Pockets, what's going on? I know I do some spaces with you on Twitter and whatnot for college basketball, some baseball last year. Finally going to see him face-to-face, getting to do a live show here. So how's it going?
Yeah, man. Going well. It's good to see you on here for some baseball talk. I know you do a lot of college basketball. We've done spaces together. So, yeah, let's keep doing some things like this and post some picks, talk about some games as the baseball season gets along.
Yeah, long-ass season. I think, what are we, 11 games into the season? So we're about, what was that, 6-7% done with the season already. So, and not that it's cruising along, but a lot of season left.
Sure.
How's the season been going for you so far?
I mean, it started, I feel like it's been iffy, like kind of back and forth. Like one day I'll sweep, the next day I'll reverse sweep.
Yep.
I found some success the last couple of days. I actually swept tonight, which feels good.
Oh, yeah.
Feels good to actually come on here with some winners instead of beating my head into the freaking wall with some losses. But yeah, Braves. I hit the Braves tonight.
I saw that. I didn't have the balls to sack up for that one. But that Phillies price was so sketchy.
Gosh, I know. I saw the price. I'm like, I mean, they're the favorite. I think it was what I got it at 110, but I got up to 115 and Phillies 105. Chris Sale didn't look good though. That's the thing. Sale has not looked great, and somehow they still won. I mean, the offense finally woke up tonight. That was nice to see. So that
I know. Nice. It was. I had Wheeler K's 7.5 over 7.5. Of course, he finishes with 7. That second inning terrible, and then. What else? I had first 5 under 3.5, and yeah. No, the thing is, top of the second inning or some shit. That shit was dead.
Yeah, man. They got Murphy back tonight. The Braves. Let's see, 2 hits. I think he hit a home run in the second inning.
Yeah, so, I think his second at bat against Wheeler, he did.
Yeah. Nice to see the offense finally wake up. But yeah, I had them. I had the Royals. That was kind of a gross 2-1 game. Yeah.
I had the Twins in that one.
They
didn't even get up and earned a run and still lost the game. Man, it's impressive.
I was like, coming into the season, I thought the Twins had the best team in the division because they're pitching. But the more I see it, man, their offense looks awful. I worry about that offense so much.
Yeah, it's just New Year, same shit with them. Like they're off. They're always supposed to have success, and they just never do.
I mean, what's his name? Correa can never stay healthy. Buxton, same thing. Like 2 questionable guys all the time. And then the guy who's hurt right now, blanking on his name, the young guy, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Lewis. Oh, that dude's a stud.
Mm-hmm. If he can ever stay healthy, my gosh, like that's the thing with him. Always hurt.
Canvas said he needs an update to the name. Yeah, I know. There's no pump fakes in baseball. I know. We're just going to keep the channel active for the summer, so maybe we'll figure something out. But appreciate you being here, Canvas. Richard Williams, ready to make some money. Let's go, Sana. Looking forward to baseball in the summer. Yep, nice weather. Nice weather.
I like that you have the chat that comes in. That's cool to see that. It's kind of what people are saying.
I'm hoping we get some recurring guests from our college basketball. I know a lot of them were interested in baseball.
Yeah.
So.
You guys did good. I watched some of your shows some night. You and your friends or whoever they are, that you guys did some good stuff for college basketball this year.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a grind, but it was worth it. I mean, I don't know if you tuned into those Friday shows, but we go about 4 hours just
that's amazing.
Drinks and shit with everybody, and by about hour 3 it's kind of gets a little bit off the rails, but we still crush like 120 games off of those slates. So
that's awesome.
Always fun for those. But
yeah,
this is baseball. Start with tomorrow. We got Cardinals Pirates. Who do we got? We got Fetty and Mitch Keller. Fetty is the favorite here. I get it with the Pirates offense, but Eric Fetty going to be the favorite? I'm not a huge Mitch Keller fan, but I'm a smaller fan, less of a fan of Mitch Keller or Eric Fetty. So, I mean, I'm kind of inclined with the Pirates, but they did not look good today, and especially on Paul Skeen's day. Like the day they normally show up, they did not show up one bit today. So I'm kind of torn on this. I'd lean Pirates right now, but how are you feeling about this one?
Cardinals are so weird. Yesterday, they couldn't hit a no-name guy. Like, I know a lot about baseball, knew nothing about that starting pitcher yesterday. Of course, tonight they go out there and they beat Skeens, typical Cardinals, which kind of worries me about tomorrow as well. Now you got Mitch Keller, who they've seen quite a bit. I mean, he's been in the division all his career. I'm looking at some of the numbers. Man, if there's a guy to target tomorrow to finally get right, Wilson Contreras. I mean, he's got a 368 average against him in 19 at-bats, 1.162 OPS. He's been dreadful at the plate. So I know we're kind of talking about the game and props. I would go Wilson Contreras to get right, maybe get over 1.5 total bases. But from a side standpoint, I'm with you. I don't trust the Cardinals off a Paul Skeens win. And yeah, I'm not trying to lay 118 with Fetty. So lean toward the Pirates. I actually would lean toward the over too. I think we could see some runs in this game. With Cardinals have a bad bullpen, Pirates too. If these two pitchers are out by the 5th or 6th, we could see some runs at the end.
I'm with you. I've been liking Cardinals overs, team totals. I backed them actually a little bit this year. It's been working out. I faded them. Was that Monday with Cardinals off of that terrible Sunday spot and traveling. So that's the only time I ever lay with the Pirates full game. I don't trust their bullpen because they can't stop anybody. They serve up meatballs for you to take yards. So I have no faith in that, but I'm with you. I like this under or over. I know it's going to be a little chilly, 44 degrees, but it's going to be during the day. Winds gusting out a little bit, 4 or 5 miles an hour, nothing serious. But Mitch Keller, not a huge fan of. And then, like you said, like this team has some decent numbers versus him. And then Eric Fetty, I'm not a huge fan of either. Yeah. He's a meatball deliverer also. So I kind of like the over here if I was to play something. I know there's a decent amount of day games tomorrow, so I'll have some action here while I'm work listening to it. And this over kind of intrigues me a little bit here, especially with Pirates. Their bullpen and Skeens went today. So I turned the game off. Actually, I flipped to another one, so I'm not sure how many arms they used. I can go take a gander quick, but I would imagine Skeens was out like in the 6th or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch most of it, but I think, let's see, box score. I know Sonny Gray only went 5. So Matz took an inning. I mean, honestly, the Cardinals used a lot of their bullpen today.
Yeah, they did.
Looks like Pittsburgh only used 2 guys. So not too much.
Yeah, I guess not. Skeens still wins 6.
Yeah, Cardinals more concerning, I guess, from the bullpen. They had that doubleheader Sunday. I know yesterday they had Liberatore go most of the game, but still, those are some innings the bullpen worked with tonight.
Yeah, 100%. And then Halsey on Sunday, 38 pitches. He's probably not going to be back. That would be my guess. And then what was that? Yeah, 20 for Romero. Romero went today again. And then you got Leahy going 25 the other day, and then went today along with Matt. So, yeah, they're going to be kind of limited bullpen-wise. I'm going to circle the over in this one. I don't know. I'll probably play it. I do like playing these freaking Pittsburgh overs. And Cardinals offense isn't bad either. Like, they can put up runs. Like, it's just the bullpen is what really screws them. So I like that overlook there too. Yep. Yankees, Tigers. Who is this again? If I can remember.
We've got Max Fried, Jack Flaherty.
Fried and Flaherty, thank you. Flaherty plus 120. Like, do you trust this Yankees team right now? Because I don't.
I mean, not after the last 2 days. I mean, they got shut down by Mize. Scooble, of course, did it today. And Flaherty right there. I mean, Flaherty's got pretty good numbers against this Yankees lineup. Not a lot of big sample sizes against them. I'm looking at some of the big guys. Judge has never faced him. I'm looking around more guys. Yeah, it's very small sample size. Not a lot of success against them. I know it's Detroit. They think they're going for the sweep here.
Yeah, they're at that price, 5 in a row now.
Yeah, at that price, I mean, the Tigers usually hit lefties pretty well too, with Fried on the mound being a lefty. I think I would lean toward the Tigers again here, plus money, plus 120 for a little early season sweep. I don't hate the Tigers here.
Yeah, and Fried hasn't looked like incredible yet either this year. If I do remember, I believe he got hit up a little bit last game. I could be wrong.
I'm looking at his numbers right now. His last start was on April 4th against Pittsburgh. He did okay. Actually did better than we think. 6 hits, 1 earned run. It was a home run, 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk. It might have been that Milwaukee game. It was 2 earned, but he did give up 6 runs in that game. So he got hit hard a little bit.
Yeah, if I can find his batted ball here. And Milwaukee only a 14% hard hit versus him, still put up 6, but the Pirates had a 37.5% hard hit. So they hit him pretty hard, but they just couldn't do anything other than that one homer here.
Right.
Ground ball pitcher per usual with Fried. So I mean, guess you don't really. He is prone to giving it up, but wind's gonna be blowing in tomorrow. We got Fried. The Tigers' offense has been lights out. I know they hit what was that 3 back-to-back home runs today or something like that.
Yep.
Like that. I thought it was. I thought my phone was skipping, and it was just back like another home run, another home run, another home run. I really like this Tigers team. Their bats have been really awesome, really damn good. And versus lefties this season, they're sitting 18th in the league, 91 WRC plus, 670 OPS, 137 ISO. They ground ball, or how do they? What do they really get? Yeah, they're about middle of the road with ground ball. So I mean, regardless, plus 120 with Flaherty in this Tigers offense. This Yankee team looks like they don't even want to be outside playing baseball with this weather. Like
they hate it. They hate Detroit right now.
Yeah, they all got their ski masks on and the freaking heaters going in the dugouts.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to play the Tigers here. Plus 120. You got Flaherty going. What did the bullpen do today exactly?
Hey, and the public's going to be like, no way the Yankees get swept against Detroit in April, right?
Yeah, no chance. This Tigers team is underrated good. Like, I wanted to wait and see how they came into this year after how they finished last year. They seem to have just picked up, not to mention all these young guys have, got another year of experience, and they're picking right up where they left off. I'm kind of like the Tigers here. They used Brent Herter. They used one guy. And Detroit. Yeah, so I mean, other than that, Canley, Brisky, and Holton went the day before. So those 3 guys should be available again. And then Herter went today. I don't hate it. They'll only have one lefty. That'll be Holton if he goes. If they use him again tomorrow. So they have one lefty. Otherwise, a bunch of righties, which we know the Yankees crush, but their bats haven't carried with them to Detroit here.
No,
it's just been a sorry ass team for these these first 2 games. So. Yeah, I'm gonna play Detroit here. I'm gonna play Detroit on the money line.
Yeah, I'd lean that way. Over under sitting at 7. That seems like a super low total. I might even be inclined to take the over in that game. I feel like we could. I mean, 3-3 game. We could see that game go over.
Yeah, easily. Weather-wise, it's blowing in from right field, about 9-10 miles an hour, 44 degrees, mostly cloudy. Okay. But you can score runs without home runs. Sometimes people forget that. So. Yeah, I don't hate that over. Just the Tigers alone. They put up 6 the other day on Rodon, or on Rodon's day. They went, and then they put up 5 today and shut them out. So I mean, it's kind of weird to say with a Yankees Tigers if you're going to bet an over, but you need the Yankees to actually do something for once. It's generally the Tigers you kind of stress out about. So Tigers, maybe even the Tigers team total if you don't even want to get worried with these Yankee bats. Getaway day. Maybe they're just kind of saying, fuck it, let's just get out of here and call it a series. So, yeah, Tigers plus 120 for me, though, will probably be a play.
I like that.
Yeah. Bet over 7, too low. Westbury fake bunt pod. Yeah. Suicide squeeze pod, something like that. Like the Twins under, Yankees over. Yep. I agree with you. Marlins, Mets. What do we got going for the Max Meyer and McGill? Over under is 7, juice to the over.
Yeah, looking at this one, I mean, McGill's looked really good in his 2 starts. He's got a nice strikeout percentage. The walks doing pretty well on that side of the plate. I think I would lean again to an over here, though. The Marlins have been sneaky solid on offense. I mean, if you look at their numbers, they're not bad. Like they put up 5 today. I know yesterday they got shut out, but overall this year they've been putting up some runs. So if they can get to McGill, early on, I could see this playing to an over as well. I'm a little worried about Max Meyer. I think he could struggle against this Mets lineup. There's just so many guys here that you have to worry about. We can name all the guys. We know who they are. I think I'd lean probably stronger to the over. It's juice there. It's probably going to jump up to 7.5 if it hasn't already on some books. Obviously, I don't want to pay that much of a price for the Mets, so looking more toward a over here for me. I'd say over, or if you trust the Mets to get out to a lead, maybe a run line too. But I think I trust the over more. The Marlins could do something, but the Mets could do the damage.
Didn't Meyer and McGill just go in that last series they had in Miami. Was that last week?
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. It looks like
I'm pretty sure Max Meyer did. McGill did not.
Trying to pull up his numbers here from that game.
No, Meyer did not go either.
I feel like he got rocked by somebody, didn't he?
He played Atlanta, 3 earned, 8 hits in 6 innings, and then Pittsburgh, 1 earned, home run. So, but he still had 8 and 7 strikeouts in those.
Yeah.
I wonder what his strikeout number will be.
Yeah, a lot of these books take forever to put their player props up. I hate that.
DraftKings has them up, but only Tyler McGill props. So maybe they're just slowly rolling them out right now.
He hasn't hit 6 innings yet. It looks like he went 5 in his first game, McGill, and then he went 5 1/3 in his second start. 3 walks in that game, 4 strikeouts, and then 6 strikeouts the game before. Yeah, I mean, I could see a strikeout prop here for McGill against this Marlins team. Pitcher prop 6.5. Yeah.
Yeah, Miami 27.5% strikeout rate versus righties here. Yeah, so and McGill's only got 10 plate appearances versus him, so I'm not even going to bother with these numbers. Of history here, and same with Max Meyer, 13 plate appearances. So not really going to say anything too much for either of those. But yeah, Miami 3rd highest strikeout rate versus righties this year. Yeah, and to your point, like on paper, the Marlins numbers don't look great, but they're kind of feisty. Like they get guys on base. It's just a matter of can they get that hit that can actually bring guys in. I know they scored today. They had chances yesterday. They did nothing, but like McGill's good, but you got a feisty team here. Nobody believes in them. You're going to lay minus 225 with the Mets. The Mets offense hasn't looked great. I know they scored 10 or 11 today, but other than that, they've had 1 game, and that was against Cal Quantrill in Miami that they actually did something worth a damn. So I don't know if I really trust the Mets offense at minus 225. Like obviously the better, like on paper, Soto, Alonso, Lindor, Nimmo, and Vientos, and all those guys, but they haven't really shown it like consistently. So I really have no desire to lay 225.
Yeah, not for a day game going for the sweep. If anything, I would take a shot, maybe like a little half unit on the Marlins money line. I mean, that's really nice price you're getting if you believe they can win a couple games here and there. I mean, they beat the Mets last week. They played 2 out of 3, or they lost 2 out of 3 last week. In that game, they lost to the Mets. I think they beat them 1 game. I'm looking at the series from that time. Let me see what they have there. Numbers. Maybe they didn't win that. I thought the Marlins won one of those games. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but they put up runs in some of those games. I feel like their offense can do enough against McGill. So lean slightly to Miami, but I don't know if I'll pull the trigger off officially.
Yeah, of all the day games, I don't know if this one really intrigues me, but other than that, that strikeout prop potentially for either McGill or Max Meyer. Meyer kind of they left him in there. What do you go? How many innings was that? He's gone 11.2 innings, so 6 and 5.2. So basically 6 innings. He had 8 and 7 strikeouts. Yeah, I mean his xFIP's not even bad. It's 280 right now this year also. So he's kind of just doing what he's doing, and it's kind of on point for what the projection numbers say. So I don't hate it either. Actually, maybe a little stab or something on the Mets would be some sicko day action. That would be kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rangers at Cubs. We got I know Imanaga's going for the Cubs, and Tyler Mahle for the Rangers. Obviously, no total. This is Wrigley. But just a weather update for Wrigley. Wind blowing out to left field, 12.5 miles an hour, but light rain, 47, 67, and 63% precipitation. Is this a spot maybe just bet pitcher unders just in case the game starts and then they pull them?
Yeah. Yeah, Miguel. I mean, Imanaga, he's looked really good. Looking at some of his metrics, though, looks like his fastball velo is a little down. It looks like it's like 13th percentile on Savant. Strikeout percentage isn't super high. I mean, he's got a great chase rate. That's the thing with him. But if you think the weather could play a factor here, early on in the season, you know they don't want to mess with Imanaga and put him in a bad place. So if we have any kind of delay, that could be a good look there for like a player prop under for Imanaga. But man, he looks so damn good. Like if he is this good all year, this Cubs team is going to be tough to beat already with that offense who can put up 6-7 runs a game when they're on fire. I mean, take weather outside of this at that price with Imanaga. I think that's too hard to pass up. -148. I know it's juiced, but Tyler Mahle, I just don't trust him against this Cubs lineup. I feel like he's going to really struggle. So lean to the Cubs, lean to a Cubs team total over. I mean, just the way they're putting up runs, it's kind of hard to fade them right now.
Yeah, no, I'm with you entirely. Not to mention the Rangers have literally the worst offense versus righties this year in baseball. Worse than Colorado, worse than Miami, worse than the White Sox. They have the worst offense. 59 WRC plus. They have a 558 OPS, 136 ISO. And then batted ball wise, where are they sitting here? Yeah, eighth lowest 20.5% hard hits. So I mean, they're not doing a whole lot of anything really against anybody. And like you said, Imanaga, but you do worry about the rain coming down, potentially screwing this game up here. And I know Texas bullpen is all right, but Cubs, even how bad their bullpen is, I still don't even trust this Rangers offense, to be honest. Like the Cubs put up 7 with the wind blowing in like 17 miles an hour yesterday. They still put up 7 runs. They put up another 10 today.
Yeah.
It is the day game. It is getaway, so who knows what the lineup will look like. But regardless, 148 for the Cubs is enticing. Even like maybe a play the run line.
Yep.
-1.5.
Yeah,
It's not out yet, but
Tucker and Suzuki are just crushing in that middle of the order. That's a scary combo. I know it's only April 9th, but man, if they're going to hit close to that all season, that's a tough Cubs team to beat.
Yeah, everyone who was worried about Tucker in spring training and then regular season happening, he's monster. I'm not looking forward to playing him as a Brewers fan. I'm not looking forward to playing the Cubs this year. One bit. Yeah, so I see -147 here for the Cubs. I got to bet offshore, living in Wisconsin, but
same.
-147 is not terrible for given this team here. But again, it's the lineup that kind of matters, but at the same time doesn't against the Rangers here. Padres are -118 at the A's. We have Randy Vasquez versus Osvaldo Bido.
Yeah, I mean, the way this park is, I mean, look, what is it? Bottom of the third, we have 9-4 right now in Sacramento, I should say. Now they're playing in Sacramento. It's gonna throw me off so much. Yeah, I mean, the way this, I don't know how you can say otherwise. Over or nothing. I mean, the way these teams are hitting, plus the park, plus you got these two pitchers who, I mean, I'm looking at their numbers right now. I know Vasquez has been good so far. He's got a 1.69 ERA. I don't know how truly good that is or how real it is. Looks like his 2 starts came against the Cubs. But in that game, here's his biggest problem, walks. He has walked 9 batters in just 10 2/3 innings. So he has some control issues. And this is an athletics team who can score runs. I mean, look at the lineup they have out there tonight. Like I said, 9 runs. Lawrence Butler and Rooker and all the guys. But I mean, Langoliers, he's been good too. Yeah, over or nothing for me in this game. I don't even want to look for a side. I don't really trust San Diego with Vasquez on the mound tomorrow. I probably would lean toward the dog though and the Athletics, but more toward the over.
Yeah, I don't trust either pitcher either, but I'm with you, over or nothing. Like you said, I bet the A's money line in over 3.5 tonight. Their team total was freaking 3.5. They put up 6 in the first inning.
Holy shit.
There were 9 runs in the first inning. If you bet the over in the game, sweat free, probably the easiest over you'll ever see the entire year. That was insane. It was incredible. Yeah, Malcolm, the A's are cooking the Padres right now. You love to freaking see it. Absolutely. But yeah, like that lineup for the A's, like on paper doesn't look great, but they got some dudes.
Absolutely.
And then I mean the Padres are the Padres, so it is what it is there. So I'm with you, over or nothing for me in this one. I have no faith in either of these pitchers to do anything good. It's going to be 72, 75 degrees, winds like 4.5 miles out to first baseline. Not a big deal. Over 9.5 for me in that one also. We got the O's and the Diamondbacks. We got Dean Kremer versus Brandon Pfaadt going here. What was the score of this? This game was seeing some runs too, I felt. Yeah, 2-4. Arizona's up now, bottom 6.
Yeah, we got Charlie Morton, who I think he's going to have a terrible year. He's already, 5 walks tonight, 4 earned runs in this game. It's not looking pretty for Charlie Morton in 2025. And we've got Kramer. I've never been a fan of Dean Kramer. He's another guy, gives up a lot of hard contact, more of a pitch to contact guy. Like, he'll have his games where he gets strikeouts, but I just don't know if I trust him tomorrow in Arizona, kind of a hitter's park. I do like this this Arizona kid, Brandon Pfaadt. I do like him. I know he started out the year kind of rough, 5.25 ERA. Not sure if that really indicates the kind of pitcher he is. I think we've seen better days with him, but maybe a little bit of a bounce back spot for him. Baltimore is swinging the bats better, but we've seen them go cold at times. So I'm a little inclined to maybe look at the over again. I think over 9 could be a good look, but also I don't mind the Diamondbacks here at -25. That doesn't look like a bad price against Kramer.
Yeah, Brandon Pfaadt really turned on like playoffs and shit last year. Middle of the summer, he really became pretty damn good. And yeah, I agree with you with Morton. Like, whenever he's on the mound, I'm just gonna start betting overs, like team total overs or whatever. Like, he already sucks on the road. Now he's been in Atlanta his entire career, I believe, right?
Yeah, he played for Tampa as well a little bit. Tampa and Atlanta for the most part, but yeah.
Yeah, so basically every game he's going to be pitching for a month or so here is going to be an away game for him. So a stadium he's not used to. So, yeah, just the overs for that. But, yeah, this one, I don't want to back either of these pitchers. I want to see it from Pfaadt first personally. But Dean Kremer, I'm not really a big fan of either. His numbers aren't amazing. Let me pull them up here. Dean. Yeah, Dean here. 454 xFIP. That's about a full point higher than what he's actually got right now. Low K percentage, 15%. He's not walking a lot of guys, but he's not striking guys out. Over a 300 average against him right now too. Diamondbacks, even without what's his nuts, Ketel Marte, they're still hitting, they're still putting up runs also. And I have no faith in Brandon Pfaadt right now, but I believe in Pfaadt more than Kremer, obviously. I like the over, maybe a Diamondbacks team total over here. At home, Arizona, their offense is really good. You're going against a righty. They crush righties. We know that. Not to mention they got everybody but Kremer. Or Marte. So be it. But team 9, what's it going to be, like a juiced 4.5, like a -120, -125 or something. I don't hate that team total overlook personally, rather than playing a side in this one.
I do one quick thing I want to mention about, because I've been I play a lot of total base props too. And I enjoy those. I try to find, of course, as much plus money as possible for those. And a guy I like tomorrow in this matchup and it's super small sample size. There's not a lot that you're going to see here. But Josh Naylor has started out the year pretty well. And he has faced Kramer in, I think it was just 7 at-bats. Like I said, super small sample size, but a 571 average against him, 1.339 OPS. So he's had success in those small opportunities at the plate. I like him over 1.5 total bases. I think I don't know if the props are out yet, but if you're getting plus money with it, that's a good guy to target, in my opinion.
I can take a gander here. DraftKings is usually pretty decent at putting. They have nothing up, so
yeah,
a little too early, I suppose. But yeah, Josh Naylor's been really good. I was curious how he would translate over, but excuse me, but yeah, he's been awesome this year. Except for that Yankee series when he
oh my gosh.
You know what play I'm talking about.
Yes. That almost screwed us because I think we both have the Diamondbacks, and I was like, if we lose because Naylor couldn't throw the ball to fucking first, like, come on.
From 5 feet away, just
right.
Airmailed it. Yeah, brutal. But shout out the Snakes, never a doubt though. Never a doubt. Reds are at the Giants. We got Nick Martinez versus Verlander, over under 7.5. Weather update. Wind blowing out to right field towards the bay, 61 degrees, about 4.5, 5 miles an hour.
Man, this one's tough too. I don't want to trust either pitcher from a side standpoint. Like Verlander at minus 148. I don't know about that.
It's the same as Imanaga versus the Rangers.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about Verlander at that price. I mean, the Giants, obviously, I think they're the better team, at least right now. The offense has looked better. Cincinnati's offense, that's something you can't really trust. And now McLean's in the IL. Shocker. That guy can never stay healthy either.
God damn.
So, yeah, I mean, I would like to take the over here because I don't trust either pitcher, but I just don't trust this freaking Reds team, man. They're just brutal. The Reds, what have they done tonight? I don't even know that score. Let's see.
It's 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0. Lodolo went 6, 3 Ks. I think about 3 or 4 hits. So it's the same old Giants offense kind of still too is the thing.
Yeah. And last night it was like 2-0, I think. Cincinnati won. So super 2-0. Low scoring. So we're not seeing runs in this series. A lot of that is because Cincinnati's offense just cannot hit, but as gross as it is to say, I would lean toward the over. I just don't think I'll get there officially because I don't trust the Reds. And until they can actually do it consistently, I'm out on them.
Yeah. If I had to pick a side, it would be Reds, though. Verlander at 148, like, it feels like it's kind of bumped up a couple of cents here because of his name.
Yeah.
But Nick Martinez hasn't been great either. He's given up 3 and 4 in both of his outings this year. Who are they against again? Game log. Yeah, and Milwaukee 3 earned in less than 5 innings, and then actually the Giants already saw him his first outing. Right. 4 earned at Cincinnati in 6 innings, 2 homers. He's given up 3 this season, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. You know, he's got as many home runs as he does walks given up, and that's not a great number. I know it's early in the season, but 3 in 2 games still. Wind's blowing out. It's sunny. I'm going to do something gross. I like the over.
I mean, the more we talk about it, I think it might be something we just got to roll with.
Yeah, you know, if Nick Martinez and Justin Verlander at age 45 or whatever the hell he is now just shove.
Yeah, tip your cap and say, great, good for you.
Yeah, chalk it up to the game. But, yeah, I mean, the Reds have sent out their better pitchers, too, the last couple of days. So, I mean, obviously, Hunter Green and Nick Lodolo. But, hey, have you noticed Nick Lodolo can't strike anybody out this year?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Dude, I bet his strikeout prop every single game.
Really weird.
He had 3 tonight in 6 innings against the Giants.
And he had 1 in his other start, I believe.
1 in 1 start, then I believe he had 4 or 5 maybe.
Yeah.
He didn't hit the line though. Like, it was.
That's crazy.
I love Nick Lodolo. I call him Goat Dolo. I bet his Cy Young every year. One day he will win one. I believe he will. He's got that kind of pedigree and that stuff, but not a good start to the year for him.
No. His walks are down, which is great. He's down only one walk tonight? Yep.
There you go. Yeah. 3 hits against the Giants, so not bad. Cup of Joe says the Reds are a no-no right now. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. As long as they win tonight, I'll keep my faith in the team a little bit here. Rod Father bet against Cincinnati on the run line in day games. Cincinnati record during the 2025 season 0-5. Okay. Here we go. San Francisco 2-0 to the over in home day games this year.
Nice.
I love it. All right. You know what? Add it.
F it. That might be on the official Deep Pockets card tomorrow for me too.
Let's do it. Over 7.5. It is juiced to the over too.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to pop to 8 here at some point. We got Astros at Mariners. Who do we got again here? Hunter Brown. And Luis F. Castillo. Not M. Castillo. We got F. Castillo. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge Hunter Brown fan.
I like him too.
Yep. Really good. He's a road warrior too. Like, I think last year he cleared his 17 and a half outs in 75-80% of those games. And the ones that he missed were more in the beginning of the year. He did go over this last road game this year too. I'm not sure what the bullpen did. Actually, they didn't. Did they? Yeah, they played earlier today.
They're playing. I think they're playing
right now.
It's 0-0 right now, so no runs right now in this game.
It's very forgettable.
Framber and the real Luis Castillo is pitching tonight. So don't be fooled by that Luis Castillo tomorrow because it is not the real one.
No. Yeah, Framber 5 innings, 2 hits right now. Castillo 5 innings, 5 hits, 6. They got 12 Ks between them.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, these offenses are terrible, but it's a day game.
Yeah. I mean, the way I look at this one, I say ride with Hunter Brown at this price. I know Houston's offense hasn't been great, but man, the Seattle offense might be even worse. That's a team early on this season. It's been really hard for me to trust. I took them on, what night was it? Friday or Saturday night last week against the Giants, and they just miserable at bats. No power really in that lineup. And you're going up against a guy like Hunter Brown, good strikeout percentage, low walks. Last game he had 8 strikeouts, no walks. And I think he's getting the Mariners, who if they hit him, like you kind of said with Verlander, if he goes out there and pitches a gem, it is what it is. And if Seattle goes out there and hits Hunter Brown, what are you going to do? But it's Astros or nothing for me here. I'll take the better pitcher. And there's guys in this Astros lineup who can come through, and I trust them more than I do Seattle.
Yeah, I'm with you. If I pick the side, it would be Astros. Depending on the price for the outs, I'm going to take Hunter Brown over the 17.5 outs. I mean, 102 plate appearances versus the Mariners here. 20 of 91, 7 doubles, no homers, 32.4% strikeout rate, sub 9% walk rate here. Expected batting average of 237 and a 333 expected slug. So no crazy numbers here. You can look, I mean, Julio Rodriguez, 5 of 15, 2 doubles against him. So, I mean, he's about the only one that's had a lot of success. Or Dominic Canzone, 2 of 4, 2 doubles off of him. So extremely small sample size. But yeah, nobody in this lineup really has a lot of success here. I know the way it's looking, the bullpens probably aren't going to get much use in these games anyway. Mm-hmm. So you do kind of, maybe they try not to wear him out, but it's Hunter Brown. I mean, they did it all last year. He went 6+, mainly just 6 innings. So if I can get a decent price, a minus 130 or less, 135 or less on his outs, I'll play that. I was a sucker for those bets last year. Every time he was on the road, outs. And it was a cash cow. They just send him out there and he just does his thing. Yep. He's worked out of jams. He can, he'll give up a few runs. They still leave him out there. So yeah, I'll be looking at the outs tomorrow for sure.
I like that look.
Next, I got to type this one in. What do we got? Here we go. White Sox at Guardians. Some are saying game of the day. White Sox plus 160. Guardians with Logan Allen are laying 192, over under 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some games that I'll circle and say don't even bother touching this. So I'll give some thoughts, but most likely, like 99% chance, I'm staying away from this game. 7.5. It's juiced to the under, minus 120 on DraftKings right now. I don't know. I don't love this Guardians team, and I mean I know it's the White Sox, but Logan Allen and lane 192. I don't want to do it. But do I have the guts to bet the White Sox? Not really. No. So yeah, total stay away. If you trust this pitching, then maybe you can play the under. But yeah, I don't really want anything to do with this game. I'm going to stay far away from it and just no real thoughts for me. I'm just going to let it ride.
I probably will be betting this game. I will take the under. The total was 7.5 today. 5 total hits. And who pitched again today? There's a bunch of shit balls. Forget their names. Where are they? Yeah, Shane Smith and Ben Lively. Both of those guys absolute turds, and they shut down these lineups. Bullpens did get a little bit of use, so I get that, but it's still the Cleveland offenses looked absolutely terrible. White Sox offenses look pretty terrible since what was that, the Twins or the Angels, whoever they had first series of the year. They've both looked awful. We've got a cloudy day, winds blowing in from left field about 4 miles an hour, so nothing serious there. But no faith in any of these offenses. Versus righties, what do we got? White Sox, second lowest hard hit percentage. Cleveland, ninth lowest. And then WRC wise, you've got, Cleveland, 89 WRC plus. And then the White Sox are 81 here. I mean, 636 OPS, 657. Nobody's hitting anything. Under 7.5 or nothing. Do not play aside. You can't lay 192 with Cleveland right now. You cannot do it.
No. Hey, I will say this too, really quick. Not my only maybe reasonable thoughts on this game is I'm looking at these numbers against Logan Allen from this White Sox lineup. It's actually not terrible. Like Luis Robert has had success against him, and it's all again small sample size. But Andrew Vaughn, 17 at bats, 471 average, nice OPS and a home run against him. So if you want to take a shot with the White Sox at that price, I don't hate it. I'm not encouraging it, but I would just don't trust that at all with Logan Allen. No way.
Rodfather bet the over totals and Logan Allen starts at home on the total 7 to 8.5 overs since last year. 8-0. Well, shit. I don't like that stat, Rodfather, but under nothing for me. I'm probably going to bet this. I mean, with all the games, we'll see how I like it. Any spots in this game. I mean, if there's this card, if there's not a whole lot, I'll probably dabble into this. But fair point from Jerry Davis. Shane Smith is having a good year so far. Two outings, he's been pretty good. But maybe you take White Sox first 5. Don't even bother with the bullpens. You just fade Logan Allen with the history this team has, and you back the better pitcher in Shane Smith, which is crazy to say, but
I'm curious. Do we have team totals out? DraftKings? Yeah. DraftKings got 2.5 team total runs over. 2.5 is 154, minus 154. I mean, juiced obviously to that, which is interesting. So,
Oh, that they have a 3-way total market. Over 7, minus 110, exactly 7 plus 550, under 7 plus 130. So 6 or less plus 130.
Okay.
And if you bet under 6.5, it's plus 132. So that market is not even the most efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Under nothing. Sorry, Rodfather, about your stat, but I got to see some offense from one of these two teams to actually believe in them. Blue Jays or Red Sox. We got Gosman versus Tanner Houck. Weather-wise, I think this is today. I'm looking at. Yep. Nope. Looking at the right one. Crochet day, and you lose. What was that? 6-1 today.
Yeah.
Did he give those up, or was that the bullpen? Because I kind of turned it off.
Yeah.
I flipped it over.
I have it pulled up right here. So it looks like Crochet. Yeah, it was mostly him. He went 5 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned. So it looks like maybe a error happened in one of those innings. He did walk 4 batters though, so seemed overall like somewhat of an off night for Crochet.
He did go 8 innings the day prior. I was gonna play the over 8, but I ended up staying off. I don't know why I did. I'm glad I did, but the wind was blowing out like 14 miles an hour or something. So I was really intrigued in that. Not to mention that he just went 8 innings. I was host on Kerm's show had mentioned that was his longest outing in like 2 or 3 years.
Damn.
So yeah, it looked like maybe a little bit of fatigue ended up setting in at some point in that game for him. But what do you think here? Gosman versus Houck. I know Houck's a little bit better on the road, but
yeah. I mean, looking at these two guys, I know I don't love the pitching matchup here. I kind of lean toward Toronto though. I don't know if I trust Houck too much. I'm looking at his numbers against this Toronto. I mean, overall, both of these teams, there's some nice hitters. There's some hitters in this lineup have nice numbers against the pitching. Bo Bichette, Guerrero, decent numbers against Houck. Santander as well has some nice numbers there. On the opposite side, you got Duran, Devers. I've seen Gosman a lot. Like Devers has a home run against him in 30 at bats. Duran, 368 average against him, 1 home run. So there's quite a bit of offense that could happen here. What's the over/under sitting at? 8.5, 9?
Yeah, 8.5 here.
8.5. I mean, if the weather's not terrible, I don't mind the over in this game.
Field, 45 degrees, about 6 miles an hour.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't trust either pitcher. I've never been high on Houck. I probably trust Gosman more. Just looking at the numbers here between those two, Gosman's been respectable this year. It's only been 2 starts for him. So, yeah, I mean, at the price, I think I might lean toward Toronto. at plus money, but I don't know if I really trust either of them. I might also lean pretty strong to the over with these two offenses.
Yeah, I mean, to Gosman's point, the last 3-4 years he's been a lot better on the road. Rough start. I think he had one outing this year, I want to say. One at the Mets, 3 earned and 5 in the third innings. Only 2 hits, 2 walks. The homer will do that to you if you walk somebody. So, yeah, I mean, the Red Sox offense has started to look a lot better. I know the last 2 days, they got smoked yesterday too, I believe, too, like 6-2 or something. So, I mean, like, their offense was looking good. The last 2 games it is not. Gausman historically better on the road than he is at home. Houck, pretty positive. Now I got to check. I'm pretty positive Houck was much better on the road last year than he was in Fenway splits. 2024. Yeah, 2 sub-3 ERA on the road and 3.33 at home. So nothing crazy, but still, you're in Boston. Wind's blowing out. That short right field there. Toronto's bats seem to have come alive too. And then versus Houck here. What are the numbers look against him?
Is Vlad gonna hit a home run? Like, what's up with him? He got paid. Is he gonna go yard? Like, what are we waiting for, Vlad?
I don't know. I'll give him that. It's been kind of shitty weather in Boston, but still, I mean, tomorrow should be the day. It's gonna be sunny, I believe. Clear skies, 45 degrees, winds blowing out to right, 6 miles an hour. So a little chilly, but still, should be able to. I mean, Toronto versus Houck too, 16 of 88, 4 doubles, a sub 20% strikeout rate, sub 6% walk rate. So I mean, they're hitting, but the ball doesn't get put in play anywhere. They kind of been struggling a little bit, but I'm with you. Like an 8.5 with Gausman and Houck on the mound kind of feels a little telling that they're expecting some runs on this one too. So yeah, I'll write it down. I'll put the over 8.5 in on my card, but we'll see if I bet this. I really like that. That Hunter Brown play so far has been my favorite so far today. And Jerry Davis is saying, Jerry Davis saying White Sox first 5 money lines only plus 120. And you can get plus 160 something for the game. Yeah, that is interesting here. Next, we got Angels at the Rays. We got Kikuchi at versus Pepio. Pepio's laying 142. Catch plus 120 with the Halos here.
Yeah, Kikuchi, another guy I'd never trust. You're going to get really, really good Kikuchi who walks batters, or you're going to get Kikuchi who just gets blown up. What do you trust? That's kind of flip a coin with him, in my opinion. I like Pepio. Pepio is nice. He's had a nice strikeout percentage so far. I know he got hit up a little bit against, I think, Colorado. There was some traffic in that game when they faced Colorado in his first start, but I think he's fine. I mean, this is a Rays team who I trust a lot more than I do Los Angeles with Kikuchi on the mound. I might look at this one as a first 5 play. I kind of like the pitching matchup here. First 5. I don't play a ton of first 5s, but for this one, I might be looking to do that just because of this matchup. I've just never been a fan of Kikuchi, and I think he could struggle in this ballpark. This will be new for him too. So I might look here at first 5 for Tampa.
Forgot to click that up. I'm with you. I played the Rays first 5 today with Baz versus who the hell was it? Whoever the guy was. I played him first 5, and the Rays offense looked absolutely horrible tonight. On paper, if you look at the stats, like on paper, this Rays offense should be pretty good, but they struggle. But like you said, you get good Kikuchi or you get bad Kikuchi. And 9 times out of 10 on the road, it's not good. But he does have good numbers versus this Rays team. He's got a 33% strikeout percentage, 80 at bats, 17 hits, 3 doubles, a dinger, and 8 walks. So I mean, the expected batting average is 192, 313 expected slug. So I mean, he's been able to nail it down a little bit versus them. But he's gonna be outside in Tampa now. Like I don't know if I'm just haven't figured this out yet, like for my betting style, but you're outside in Tampa. It's been like 75 degrees. You would think the ball would carry more, and it's kind of just been a struggle for them to score runs. I know they did a little bit late against the Rockies and whatnot, but their offense hasn't looked incredible. Kikuchi got good numbers. Pepio, I like. I kind of like the first 5 under here.
That's a good
I think
too.
we could see another like 2-1, 2-0 type of game. Hopefully 2-0 Rays if you play the first 5. Everyone gets home, but what is this first 5 number actually anyway? 4, juiced 4 minus 130. So, I'll wait. I can catch a 4.5. I feel a lot better with that. Yeah, but it's really scary to believe in Kikuchi to actually do something good. But, on paper, historically, he's got good numbers versus Rays team. Rays offense much better on paper than they are on the field. So
when I said you're going to get good or bad Kikuchi, I was truly saying that thing. And what I'm saying there, at least for this year, he faced the White Sox. Take it with a grain of salt. It's the White Sox. He didn't walk anybody. And last start, he walked 5 batters from the Cardinals. I mean, if you're going to put guys on base by the walk and that many batters, I feel like Tampa Bay can make you pay there. So, yeah, just a little worried about Kikuchi is all I would say.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm holding off on is because I don't trust. Like, I do like the Angels bullpen. Like, they got a lot of really good young arms that kind of held it down so far this year. It's just a matter of, young guys staying up here. How are they going to handle the entire season? Like, it's a long ass season, so we'll find out. Rodfather with another great stat: bet against Kikuchi in road starts on the run line versus poor power teams, averaging less than a dinger a game. Kikuchi 0-7. The team's 0-7. So
wow.
I don't know where Rodfather gets these stats, but he comes up with some great obscure stats. And
hey, shout out Rodfather on the awesome comments tonight.
Absolute cannabis. We got moist air in Tampa for sure. Yeah, what else we got in here? Oh, hey, bet the over in Gossman starts first division opponents. Records 11-1 since last year. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Is that home, road, both? What is that, Rodfather? That I'm guessing that's both with 12 starts. What's going on, Virgil? Glad you made it for the first baseball stream. Hope supposed to have something else looking a little more visually pleasing, but little technical difficulties. We'll get it figured out.
We'll get there.
We got Phillies, Braves. God, who is this? We got Taijuan Walker and Grant Holmes. Over under 9.
Yeah, I might go back to the Braves here. I came into the season very high on them. And I'm going to say it again. It's, what are we? Is it even April 10th? It's April 8th. And people were asking if the Braves are going to miss the playoffs. Look, it's 10 games. I mean, yeah, they haven't looked great. They also played the Dodgers and the Padres. They're fine. They're going to get Acuna back. They're going to get Strider back. I'm not worried about the Braves at all. Neither of the sportsbooks. The sportsbooks have them at like minus 220 or even more to still make the playoffs. So I think they're fine. They'll be fine. The offense is good. In this game, though, I definitely don't trust Taijuan Walker. And his numbers, you're going to see a 0.00 ERA. I don't think that's really going to be too much to worry about. He faced Colorado. I mean, this is a totally different lineup he's going to face tomorrow against Atlanta. So I think he has a tougher matchup, obviously. I'm very high on this Braves team. I think they can show up tomorrow and get to Walker early. A lot of good hitters in this lineup against him. De La Cruz owns him. Just look at, I don't know if you pull up player stats against these guys, but man, Michael Harris and just 5 at-bats, small sample size, 2 home runs against him. Austin Riley crushes him. Ozuna, Olsen, all down the lineup. Like Atlanta just crushes them. So I think I might be back on Atlanta tomorrow. I mean, they're going to do the money line, or I might even play the run line too. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the Braves. A lot of people, like you said, we're out on the Braves. I know there is a stat where it's like a team starts like 0-7 or something. They've never made the playoffs, but they're sitting at minus 220. They can definitely go on a run. Like, it's the Braves, and Acuna will be back at some point. I don't know his exact health status. I imagine he's back this year at some point. But yeah, Grant Holmes, I'd much rather back Grant Holmes than Taijuan Walker, especially against an actually good offense. And Sean Murphy was back tonight. I banked on him, kind of working his way back into things, figuring it out. Nope, came back. Same Sean Murphy that's been in Atlanta the whole time here. So I'm with you, Braves. This total feels telling. Maybe a Braves team total. Fading Taiwan, you can get a nice cheap Braves money line, but people are going to see Phillies plus 105. I know Taiwan's pitching, but how many people are going to be like, yeah, it was just a fluke. Like the Braves still suck. They can't hit. They had one good game. Prove it. I'm with you. I'm willing to back them again. And if they don't show up versus Taiwan Walkers, so be it. Then I'll sit back and wait and watch and see what they do. But I think getting Sean Murphy back was a nice jolt in the arm for this team. And up and down the lineup, it looked a lot better. Not to mention Ozuna got robbed of a homer.
Oh my gosh.
At first inning.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, I was not expecting that at all. Like I watched the replay. I missed the first half of the game, but I saw the replay of it. How the hell did he catch that?
He just jumped over and just perfectly just flipped his glove over. It was gonna be a wall scraper, but I mean, nonetheless, he still robbed it. So, and that was the first time he played left field in his career, I believe they said too.
Yes, I do like the over again. I see some comments coming in about the over. I do support the over too. If you don't really trust either pitcher here, I mean, Phillies should be able to get some runs against Holmes, and I mean, obviously the Braves should be able to hit Walker. So I don't hate team total over for the Braves either. I really do like them to show up again on offense tomorrow.
Yep, I'm with you. And shout out Parlay P. Boots on the ground for bobblehead night at Bravo.
Parlay P,
let's go. Bobblehead? Who's the bobblehead? I've been sitting there staring at the
Olsen
bobblehead.
I think it's Olsen.
Okay.
I think that's what he said. He hadn't said that earlier.
Okay. Missed that one. Yeah. Hey, probably I'm going to scoop the Outcast bobblehead that's on eBay. I think it's like $60-$70 or something. That thing is way too sweet to pass up.
He said Chris Sale. My bad. I said Olsen. It's Chris Sale, Cy Young.
That's pretty sick.
Nice.
That's going to be pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Total with the Aces today was 6.5, and it by a mile.
Yeah.
9 for tomorrow. Yeah, probably for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Phillies fan. Skip Walker's first. Yeah, played the Rockies, and not in Colorado either. So that I'm pretty positive. Pretty positive that was not in.
No, it was in Philly.
Okay, I was gonna say. Let me double check myself here, but yeah. Regardless, sounds like Braves up. This is a Braves program tomorrow.
Let's go.
All right. We got Twins at the Royals. Twins money line loses because they gave up 0 earned runs and lose 2-1. Incredible. Yeah.
I was fortunate. I had the Royals tonight. So I mostly did it because I like Reagans a lot. He's a stud. And I can't trust this Twins lineup. That's them and the Mariners. And I guess you could throw in the Reds. Just all offenses I really don't want to support right now. And I probably would go back to Kansas City. There's nothing in this Twins lineup that appeals to me. I like that Kansas City has, Witt Jr. and Pasquantino, Perez. They've got some guys who can take over a game. I think the edge does go to the Twins with Joe Ryan on the mound. I do like Joe Ryan. I think he has good stuff, good strikeout percentage, doesn't walk a lot of hitters. But when you put it all together and you've got an offense as bad as the Twins have been, I still think I'm going to lean to the Twins here, to the Royals. Don't know if I'll officially get there again with it. I don't know if I trust them as much to win back-to-backs, but at this price, I'd be leaning pretty stronger to the Royals.
Yeah, I played the Royals or Twins today because it was Pablo versus Reagans. I get it. Like, I kind of thought Reagans might digress a little bit from last year. I had a Cy Young ticket last year. That was a fun ride. Never got there, but felt like he might digress a little bit. And he looked freaking sick tonight. What do you have, like 11 strikeouts or something? Like, he went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Royals bullpen was absolutely cooked, and that felt like today was the best spot to back the Twins. No dice. I know they had 7 hits. It was like they only gave up like 3 or 4 hits, I guess, to the Royals, but they still found a way to lose. Like, I don't know how Rocco Baldelli still has the job, but he does. He's a terrible manager. This lineup is absolutely terrible. Pablo Lopez just got hurt today. Multiple times with guys in scoring position tonight. Ground outs, double plays, just bad base running. Just classic Twin shit. Royals.
Yeah.
We got to do it. Royals bullpen will be better tomorrow than what it was today also. I'll go Royals. I'll do it. Like, this Twins team feels like you just fade them. You just fade them until they show any signs of life.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I just, terrible managing. I never liked this manager here in Minnesota too. So until the offense can be consistent, I mean, here's the thing: when Harrison Bader is your best hitter in the lineup, you got problems. Look, I had him in St. Louis, and he was horrible. I mean, I liked him as a good personality, plays good defense, but never was like the guy with the bat. And Minnesota's basically he's been their best hitter in the short season. So yeah, you've got issues if Harrison Bader is your best hitter.
Yeah, I mean Carlos Correa, like what happened to that guy? He's fallen off. Like I know it's early, a lot of shit can happen. Like this is probably just knee jerk reaction. We're 10, 11 games into the season, but my God, this Twins team is putrid.
Awful.
I might just like blind auto fade them until they start showing any signs of life or winning games from here on out. To be honest,
and they gave me some false hope. Look, I know the Cardinals. That's my team. I don't think we're going to be like great this year. We'll be okay. Yeah, can you guys tell? I got the logo in the back. I was like, here we go. We just swept the Twins. We might be decent. And then I saw us lose to the Angels. Then we lost to Pittsburgh and I got annihilated in Boston. And I'm like, yeah, the Twins just absolutely suck. So that was our World Series for 2025. How about that? Cardinals swept the Twins. That's our like highlight of the year. Hopefully it's better than that, but we'll see.
All right, fair point. He did have 2 doubles tonight, but nobody's on base. So maybe it was a shot at an irresponsible shot at Correa, but regardless, the Twins team sucks, man. They're freaking terrible.
Yeah,
tonight was the spot to back them. No dice. I mean, they were down. They tied. They were 1-1 with freaking Cole Reagans, and couldn't do shit. Just incredibly bad.
Yeah.
Rodfather Royals won each of their last 14 home games against AL Central opponents that hold a losing record. Great stat. About to be 15 after tomorrow. Let's go Royals up. All right, we got my Brew Crew and Tyler Alexander at the Rockies playing 142, and Kyle's guy, Antonio Goatsatella, is going to be on the bump. Sensatella has looked pretty good this year so far. I didn't watch these. I believe can't even find them. He's had a good year so far, from what I remember. Game logs here. Yeah, 0 earned runs. He gave up 1 to Philly. 10 hits, 9 hits. So he's gotten pretty lucky. He gave up 19 hits and 0 earned runs. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So he's a bat to ball kind of guy. Brewers can hit righties, and they finally showed up against a lefty tonight. That's where we really struggled. And it was the first day in Colorado, and we still showed up. Now we're going to face Sensatella, who's a clear bat to ball guy. Milwaukee, 13th this season versus righties, and that's including the horrible start we had to start the year where we couldn't do anything. First 4 or 5 games, and just kind of woke up a little bit here. 746 OPS, 159 ISO, hard hit percentage, 33%. Sensatella, is a bat to ball guy. Tyler Alexander, I don't really trust him. 10.5 feels pretty telling, like what's going to happen here. Sensatella's gotten pretty lucky. Those are both road games at Tampa and at Philly. Now he's going to be back at home here against a team that has shown they can, as of late, that they can actually hit again. After the first 4 or 5 games of the season. So I'm going to play the over 10.5. I think Sensatella regresses finally here. 19 hits, 0 earned runs is pretty incredible. Let's get a weather/wind update here in Colorado. Yeah, it's blowing in 14 to 12 miles an hour, 69 degrees, but you can still score without hitting home runs.
Yeah.
I'll play that over. Normally I don't. I'll play the over. I like the under tonight. Off the angle that the Brewers can't hit lefties, and they did. So I'll play the over here tomorrow. I think Sensatella regresses, and Tyler Alexander, not a big fan of him. Rockies have been a little feisty too this year, so give me the over 10.5 in this one.
Yep, 100% with you. I support it. I most likely will be on the over as well. Yeah, Sensatella going 2 games without allowing a run, a total of 19 hits allowed. I'm looking at his savant page here. xCRA of 6.69. So it's coming. The runs are coming against this guy. And I think the Brewers can do it. Yeah, they got some. I mean, if Contreras can get going, I know he had 2 hits tonight. Hopefully the series can get him going on the offensive side. Hoskins, good numbers against him in his career. Churio, get him going too. Yeah, I think the overplay is here. Rockies have a terrible bullpen. So if Senzatella gets taken out, 4th or 5th inning, if he's getting hit hard, we're going to get some of that Rockies bullpen, which we all know is absolutely trash. So over 10.5, also a strong lean for me right now.
Absolutely. We ride. See some runs in Colorado tomorrow.
Let's go.
Last game, Dodgers, Nationals. Nationals plus 145. Landon Naxling minus 175. Do the Nationals do what they just did again, like offensively?
I mean, I don't know how many people would have thought the Nationals would have taken the first 2 in the series against the Dodgers. It's crazy for how dominant the Dodgers looked early on. I mean, I'm looking at Irvin and his stats here. There's some good numbers in this Dodgers lineup against them. I'm seeing who's got the best ones that I just found here. Yeah, Betts. I mean, these are, again, also a lot of short sample sizes, but you've got Muncy with good numbers against him, Ohtani, Conforto, Betts. I think the Dodgers wake up tomorrow. I know Knack. I'm not a big fan of Knack either. It looks like he does have 2 innings pitched this year, so he doesn't actually have a start. It was like, I don't know if it was like a bullpen game or something, but 3 strikeouts, just 1 hit allowed. I think he'll be fine. I think if he does what they need him to do, the Dodgers offense can show up against Irvin. I'm not a big fan of Irvin. I think he's a pitch to contact guy. They should be able to put up some runs. So I'd be on the Dodgers.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't be afraid to back the Dodgers. Like, they had 2 bad games, so be it. But we got wind blowing out 5 miles an hour tomorrow. It's going to be 54 degrees, 55. It's going to get nicer out. Like you said, Irvin, not great numbers. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez is only 2 of 7, but guess what? A dinger and a double off of him. And then Muncy, 3 doubles of his 4 hits. Not many strikeouts. He's, 57 at bats, 62 plate appearances, only a 14.5% strikeout rate versus this Dodgers team. So yeah, they got to wake up, minus 175 for a Dodgers bullpen game, essentially. I mean, Landon Eck did start last year, so maybe they send him out for 4 or 5 and then kind of just rotate the bullpen after that. But yeah, I'll go with it. I'll take the Dodgers team total over. I'll do that. Great numbers, and then you get the Nationals bullpen thrown in here at some point too. So
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say they're going to bet all 9 innings. They're the road team, so all 9 innings play here. And you have that bullpen in Washington. That's absolutely terrible. So yes, if you don't like the run line, if you don't want to lay the 1.5 for the Dodgers, definitely support that team total over. I like the way you'd play it there too.
Yep. Well, Rod Father is shitting on our over. Bet the under total in Brewers games versus the team with a terrible bullpen of ERA 520 or higher. Under's 10-1 since last year. So there's that. Under again, Senzatella starts giving up less than 1 earned runs his last 2 outings. The under in his career is 6-0.
Yeah.
He's got to prove it to me, Rod Father. I know those stats say he does, but got to prove it to me. That's it. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to figure out the other system, get it working. But if not, we'll be back here on StreamYard. But where can they find you on Twitter? Good follow, run some spaces. It's always good stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Deep Pockets on Twitter. We always talk on there. So I think I retweeted this on there too. You'll probably find me on his page. Let me see if my name's popping up on there. Yeah. Just Deep Pockets bet. There it is. A lot of baseball. I went, and I'm not going to win every night. Like, there's going to be some tough days, but it was nice to go 4 for 4 tonight on my bets. I've had some reverse sweeps already this year. It's a long season. It's April 8th. Just like the Braves are 2-8. Someone said, boo the Cards. I know some people don't like the Cardinals. I understand it. But I'm a good fan. Like, I know, Trevor, you're a Brewers fan. Like,
irrational at times, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand Brewers fans hate the Cardinals for reasons, but I respect a lot of other fans and other team base or fan bases. So it's fun. It's all for fun, and we have a good time.
Yeah, once it gets closer to playoffs, that's when it kind of gets a little bit more serious.
Yeah, we might have a little rivalry at that point, but
yeah,
we'll see. Hey, I think we could both agree we both don't like the Cubs. We'll keep it to that.
Yeah, fuck the Cubs, obviously. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm heading over to Kyle Kerm's YouTube. A lot of you guys I see in there all the time anyway. So we'll see you there talking some steam, and we'll be back tomorrow, probably between 8 or 9 Central Time tomorrow.
Good. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow, man. Good luck with everything, and thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow.